what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? How's it going? I am the Snatchless here on YouTube. My name is Elle, and I am back with another Tarot Tuesday. If you notice, I've been wearing the same shirt in a few of these videos. That's because I'm planning a vacation, so I am bulk recording my videos for the next month in advance, so I don't really have to worry about filming whenever I come back and trying to get everything done. I'm going on a 10-day trip, and then I'm going home for the 4th of July after that, so I really just want to have everything kind of situated for my YouTube channel, and I also wrote all of my content for my blog and everything ahead of time too, so all that will still be matching up. If you do want to read the blog post for today's tarot video, feel free. So today we have the Emperor. This was actually supposed to go up last Thursday, but I got very busy with packing orders because Crystal Shop popping off a little bit if you want to check it out. Restock was today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so my Etsy will be linked down below. I have crystals, I have some spell jars, I have a beginner witch kit that I just put up there for the first time. I also am still selling upcycled clothing if that is also something that you're interested in, so definitely go check that out. So let's get into it. Alright, today is the Emperor, which is card number 5 of the Major Arcana, and it is card number 4 on the Fool's Journey. If you aren't familiar with this, the Fool is number 0 in the Major Arcana. You can go back and watch the other videos. This will be in a playlist of all of the tarot videos. So this card really just kind of represents the divine masculine energy, which we'll be talking about a lot throughout this. So something that you really need to think about if this card comes out is emotion and intuition that really lead you to take action in your life. This card's all about taking action, whereas the High Priestess and the Empress, wow, words, are both very divine feminine cards and are more about intuition and listening to your feelings, but not necessarily acting because of your feelings. So just keep that in mind. This card is a lot more focused on the action part of it. So numerology is number 4, which is stability and structure. The astrology for this card, Aries, this is your card. It's your card. And then the element for your card is fire, of course, because of Aries. So if Aries doesn't really resonate and this card comes up and you're trying to think of a specific zodiac sign, it could be Leo or Sagittarius as well, coming through with that fire energy for the element. I just realized I didn't show you guys the cards and that they're in my room, so I will be right back. Alright, I have returned. So we have the Emperor. So this is Everyday Tarot. You can see he's just very simple on the throne, not really anything in the background. And then we have the Cat Tarot one, which it's a cat and a collar, like a don't bite yourself collar, which I think is kind of an interesting representation. And then the Lunasol Tarot, which, as you guys know, this is one of my favorite decks just because of the illustrations on it. You can see it's very detailed. The background is still very simple, and he's still on a throne of sorts, even though it's just a stone. But that's the main representations of the Emperor. So anyways, I was talking about how this sign for this card is Aries. Some of the Major Arcana specifically have a sign that goes with them, and then others are just a planet and then elements. So just kind of to give you perspective. So the upright meaning of this card is that you're ready to take action from your divine masculine. So the divine masculine is your place of inner power, kind of opposed to reacting to something out of fear. You are acting on something out of your divine power. I could give you an example of this situation. So say, you get the wrong food at a restaurant. You could choose, to not say anything because you're afraid that the waiter will get mad at you, or you could choose to say, hey, this isn't what I ordered. I'm not blaming you, don't think it's your fault, but I think someone in the kitchen might have messed up, or maybe you put it in wrong. I don't really know, but this isn't my order. That's just one simple example. You know, be nice to service people, obviously, but you know, kind of stuff. Don't be afraid to say something is one of the big things with this card. Kind of having a positive relationship with your divine masculine energy that you have within you is another thing, and don't be afraid to take up space and to kind of connect with your inner authority. Don't like be afraid to be like, yes, I am here, I am present, this is what you're gonna get, and if you don't like it, too bad. You know, we have this kind of idea of like a big boss male CEO on Wall Street and how he kind of just like walks in and like everyone in the room just turns quiet. That's the kind of like divine masculine energy, without being toxic masculinity, obviously, which we'll talk about a little bit, but that kind of like demanding like respect in your space and just, you know, not being afraid to speak up for yourself is another thing that's very much so related to the upright meaning of this card. Now, the love meaning, if you're single, this might be your sign to make a move, to be bold with it, to say to the person that you're with, you know, I want more with this, or, and you know, they might not, but that's completely, you put it out there. That's the important thing. It's telling you to not be afraid to be bold. And now, whenever it goes into kind of a relationship, this card's telling you that you need to pay attention to your intuition about when you should be more assertive and when you should be less assertive. So for some people, this may be that you don't want to upset your partner at all, so you are very much so just like pleasing them all the time, but maybe you guys are doing stuff that you don't really like to even do, but you really just want them to be happy, so you focus on them all the time. On the contrary, you could be like making the relationship too much about you and only focusing on you, so you really need to listen to your intuition and be aware of kind of whenever you are stepping too far into your assertiveness and when you're not being assertive enough in your relationship. Now, let's talk about career. If this card comes out in a reading for career, it's probably time that you step up into that leadership role that you've been kind of like avoiding in your life. Go for what you want. You may need to be a little bit aggressive about it. You may need to say, you know, I think I would be great for heading up this project at work. You may need to, you know, decide, oh, I'm starting my own business. It's happening tomorrow. I'm doing it. Like, I'm going out and I'm buying the supplies and I'm going to start my own empire. Whatever it may be, you need to be able to have that sort of aggressiveness, authoritarian kind of like attitude where you aren't afraid to say, okay, this is what I want. Be very specific about it. Now, for spiritual, this is telling you that you need to be using affirmations of empowerment to focus on that divine masculine that you need to be cultivating within yourself. Maybe you don't like to be noticed whenever you walk in a room. Maybe you're afraid to take up space. Those same themes that are coming throughout this card, you need to not be afraid to take up space. You need to kind of have an authority about you whenever you walk into a room, and you need to not be so stuck on other people's opinions and really just kind of rule your own life. That's another big thing with this card, is ruling your own life. I have all of my notes here. Please don't get upset that I have notes on a notebook that are on my lap. Alright, so finance. With this, you need to be responsible and practical with your money, and keep track of it, but not so much to the point where like you're like, oh, I can't spend like $3 on a coffee this morning. Maybe get coffee out once a week if that's something that you like to do. You know, it's not so much that you need to like stop spending money, but it's just you need to be aware of the money you're spending, where it's going, and that sort of thing. If you aren't a person who budgets, maybe this card is telling you that it's time that you need to implement a budget plan into your life. Just really kind of knowing where your money is going, and that's the main like financial meaning of this card. Health. You might be a little too stuck on doing things that hurt your body, because you have like a attitude of, oh, well, suck it up, like things could be worse. Yeah, no. You need to listen to your body. If your body says that it needs rest, you need to find time to give your body rest. If your body is telling you to not go to the basketball courts anymore because you messed up your knee in high school, don't go to the basketball courts anymore because you messed up your knee in high school. Really just kind of be aware of what your body is telling you, and don't be so harsh on your body. You only get one in this lifetime. So, and then finally, the reverse meaning. You might be feeling a little disconnected from your personal power. You may need to kind of focus on taking action in your life. You're probably only hurting yourself, is a lot of what this reverse card means. It could also represent that there's some sort of toxic masculine energy within your life. Maybe it's yourself, maybe it's someone around you, someone that's abusing power, or maybe you're lashing out because of fear or anger. Those aren't the things that you should be doing whenever you're trying to incorporate that divine masculine into your life. You really just need to be kind of focusing on how you can be powerful and authoritative without reacting out of fear. So that is the Emperor card. I hope that this was helpful. Like I said, my blog will be linked down below so that you guys can go over there and read this if you need any reminders of it or you want to go back to it. And I also have my Etsy shop linked down below where you guys can get readings from me, and I also sell crystals and upcycled clothing. But that is it for this Tarot Tuesday. I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic day. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more tarot content, spirituality content, and anything of that sort. I will see you guys in the next one.